पहला पहला प्यार है मेरा, तू पहला पहला प्यार है मेरा.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce someone who's not from a music background, nor their family or generation has been into music, and you have achieved what you have by yourself. How does it feel to be someone who's independently growing by himself?
Hi Raj, thank you so much. It's an honor to be on your show. To answer your question, I'd like to say, my family is not from the music background, but I always feel it's in my blood, more of a God gift. So I started music at a very tender age of 7, but then just learning, I was always very much anxious on learning it from various people, various styles of music, various gurus. So this always kept on me to grow in that field. Apart from being a singer, I've just started music composing as well. So I've been into the music production as well field. So even I am exploring it and trying to make it big as much as I can.
Sounds great. So when you say you have learned music from your gurus,
Yeah.
so do you wish to share the names of the gurus that you have worked with?
Yeah, to tell you something about my academics in music, if you say, I am a Hindustani classical graduate, so which is a degree which every vocalist has. So there are some set of exams which you have to qualify for, and then we get a Vishar degree which says this guy is a bachelor in music. So yeah, I learned it from Hindustani classical from Srimati Vidya Zail ji. She is my guru, and she belongs to the Agra Gharana, which is more of Tansen driven style of singing. So yeah, it's very old, and legend has it that Tansen has made of many of those ragas which they sing.
Wow, that sounds interesting. So do you enjoy being into a classical side, or do you wish to pursue yourself as into Bollywood or the hip hop, or what genre do you prefer?
See, my roots are Bollywood, you can say that. But looking at the current day scenario, the way music is progressing and the alterations that are happening, the transfusions that is happening, the Western music, the influence on Bollywood,
Which is called as urban, you meant to say.
contemporary you can say, and that's actually working in these days. So you can't do anything, you have to go with the flow, you have to deliver something that people want to listen to at the end of the day.
So yeah, as you said, you are now being into composing side. You have already been onto the singing side.
Yeah.
And you also have written your own songs. So what part do you be excited about? Is it putting yourself into a lyricist foot, or is it a composing foot, or as a singer? What do you see, or what do you prefer doing it more?
I am more open to as a singer and a music composer. But when I was a singer, I am only as a singer. I don't compose or I don't sing, write the lyrics at that time. But when I'm a lyricist, music composer, I'm only a music composer, but then I'm not a singer. So I ensure everyone gets their role to play who are working with me. So that's the psyche that I work with.
That's nice.
So I ensure everyone gets work who's along with me or in my team. I at times enjoy music composing more than singing because I think it gives me an very open field to explore, and it has a lot to do. Music production is booming so much that everything is creativity, and nothing can be judged with any parameter these days.
What was your family's reaction when you said you wish to be a musician, and from the journey that you have been into to now?
So my family was not so okay with it because being a musician is being a freelancer, and in freelancing you don't know what you're doing tomorrow. So it's very abrupt, it's very unfixed, you can say. So and yeah, I had couple of offers as a teacher, but that was not my cup of tea. I always felt that. I've also been done working in ad agencies in my past to know what I really want to do because I am a graduate in. I've done my post graduation in advertising. So I had done that, but I didn't really get along. I didn't like this thing working there. Didn't like the idea of working for someone else when you have the talent. Why do you waste that? So Yeah, then I prefer it's better I start exploring my talent, doing something of my own. But yeah,
Okay.
Indian families, you know.
When you say you are a freelancer and you have been in like what 100 shows when you said
Probably more than that.
okay, so being a freelancer and coming to a stage where you don't know what's there for you tomorrow, how do you plan your days, like when there is something on your plate and when there is nothing on your plate? How do you justify yourself, or how do you clarify yourself into it?
So freelancing is something continuously fetching for something which you never know you're gonna get. It's that fun that you have to live with. When I have nothing to do, I'm always composing something, or I am either trying to improve on my past work,
Okay.
whether doing a research or analysis, or trying to pitch someone else, whether it be a movie or ad jingle or anything. So I'm always hooked up with music. I definitely don't want to waste any time which is just going down the drain. So it's like a race against time, you can say, where I don't want to waste anything. But yeah, it's a continuous thing for me.
What kind of music do you again prefer? Like when you say jingles are there, or you're going for music direction. Sorry, in movies or every bit. So you also are trying to get into the independent industry. Right now, it's been in a trend where all the artists are preferred to get into the independent side. So how do you see that? As in, is it a boon or a curse?
See, nowadays there are a lot of independent artists coming up. I know they're releasing their EPs, their singles, but the problem with this, there's no scope as such in India for an independent artist to release his songs from a label or a company which is not so friendly towards independent artists. At the end of the day, what works in Bollywood is a movie song. That's and a song which is, you can say, which is heavily marketed. So when this independent artists come, they don't have a backbone. They're just still struggling and always being struggling with a vision that some or the other something goes viral and they are hit. So that's the thing they're struggling with. Yeah, digital is a boon to everyone, every content producer, every kind of a person who's trying to survive. But yeah, struggling is a lot, and you can't be dependent. That's for sure in this. You need to have something concrete and more into something specific which is already working, I can say.
अच्छा चलता हूँ दुआओं में याद रखना मेरे जिक्र का जुबां पे स्वाद रखना.
When you say there are independent artists who coming with their singles or an EP or an album, there are also collaborations happening. What is your take on collaborating with different artists, or even for that matter music directors who are trending to be singers, or even artists? Artist when I say is like the actors who are trying to sing now. You are aware about Priyanka Chopra, Parinidhi Chopra, Alia Bhatt and all. So what do you say?
So yeah, collaborating is a cool thing. You get to explore a whole new array of opportunities. Yeah, it's happening. Like many actors are getting into singing, but they find singing to be a very easy thing because the music nowadays that's being produced, it's kind of easy, which is like very easy to get on anyone's lips and easy to remember. So yeah, but again, such things last for a very short period of time. There's
Music itself has a shorter period of phase.
Yeah,
There are
but-
very few songs which make up.
No, it's not that case. If you listen to some old songs, they are still remembered and they are still recreated now again, and they're still creating wonders. So it's the old thing. It's that magic. There's something different in it, and it's not being so common. So nowadays listen to the songs, they somewhere sounds to be so same with the another one, with a genre, you can say.
Okay.
So
So what is your genre in that sense?
see, I don't say to cater to any genre as such, but what I'm trying to say that the feel that they create is almost the same. The uniqueness that we're talking about.
What would be your hook factor in this, or what kind of music do you wish to present to the world of like what 7 billion population?
You can say I have a taste which is between Indian classical, which is my own driven technique of composing music, which is not very standard of works into the Bollywood. But again, making this music stand is a task because which is not familiar to the audiences.
So you wish to create a benchmark for them, yeah?
Yeah, I wish to create for myself first. You can say that.
So yeah, we came to know through our sources that you have worked with various music directors and producers. So there was like Shankar Mahadevan, Jubin Nautiyal, and even for that matter, you have got a chance to work with A.R. Rahman.
Yes.
How was it?
So yeah, I've been singing since my childhood. I told you earlier. So to name some films is Chiller Party, Tare Zameen Par, Slumdog Millionaire. I've done various ad jingles, various background scores. So I've got to work with everyone. So yeah, A.R. Rahman sir, Slumdog Millionaire. I was a kid back then, but yeah, I still remember working with him. He is an amazing person. He is filled with so much of innovation, creativity that you won't believe he composed that song in front of us right there. Like nothing was ready, and he made it from scratch to everything.
Well, I have heard through my sources that A.R. Rahman sir,
Yeah.
he prefers to produce music in the late evenings or night.
Yes, actually. We recorded that song at night, like post 12 o'clock.
So how was it?
It was amazing. Like he's such an humble person and very down to earth. He knows how to get his work done from others, and
Wow.
he's real sweet at heart.
Well, you are in the verge of 21st century, and you know that there are old songs being recreated, or there are remixes version, or you can say even unplugged versions. And recently there was a remix or a recreated version of Chalte Chalte, which was a massive hit during the phase of the original song sung by Lata Didi. And when the song was out, Lata Didi had refused to hear it. What are your take on it, the recreating version or recreation version? Is it important? Is it necessary? Is it worth it? Or is it losing its essence of the original beat?
Okay, so if you see the originals, those are epics. You, no matter how well you try it, but those can't be recreated. The feel that they were made with, there was no technology back then when those were made, but still the 100, 200, 300 musicians sitting together and playing the whole orchestration of that music. You can't do it right now, and that doesn't happen these days. So that thing is lost back there, and that feel can't be bought at any cost. And looking at the production now, the fast growing demands for music and the consumption of people and the way these songs are reproduced again, it's a very kind chalta hai kind of thing that is. So it is injustice to that old epic. So yeah, but looking at the marketing side of it, how people actually like to listen to the oldies. So that's why they are recreated again. So if you have listened to Mere Rashke Kamar, sung by Rahat Fateh Ali Khan ji, that is again a remake of the old song. But yeah, it's good. I'm not saying it's bad, but look, if you see it from the music composer or singer's angle, he will obviously be offended at some point of time because the effort that he has put it back then, and again the way it has been made now, there's a lot of age gap and technological difference and musical difference. So yeah, it is.
In the next segment, we are going to play a rapid fire round with you.
Okay.
I know it's a surprise for you, but yes. So stay tuned, and we'll be back with a rapid fire round. Tanmay, are you ready?
Very much.
Quickly, choices between A.R. Rahman sir or Shankar Mahadevan.
Yeah, Rahman.
Studio recording or live shows.
Studio recording.
Bollywood or indie pop.
Bollywood.
Your favorite international artist.
Yingvi Malmsteen.
Your holiday destination.
Paris.
Favorite song.
Channa Meria.
So what's your guilty pleasure?
Having cold water.
And that was a rapid fire round. You did extremely well. Well, on this note, where Tanmay has said that he has his own different genre, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, Tanmay is going to present to us what genre is he talking about, or what kind of music he wished to present to us. Let's hear it from Tanmay.
अच्छा चलता हूँ दुआओं में याद रखना, मेरे जिक्र का जुबां पे स्वाद रखना, दिल के संदूकों में मेरे अच्छे काम रखना, चिट्ठी तारों में भी मेरा तू सलाम रखना। अंधेरा तेरा मैंने ले लिया, मेरा उजला सितारा तेरे नाम किया, चन्ना मेरे मेरे चन्ना मेरे मेरे चन्ना मेरे बेलिया ओ प्रिया, चन्ना मेरे चन्ना मेरे चन्ना मेरे बेलिया ओ प्रिया।
On the roof, the pigeon makes the noise.
It happens that the music producer and the singer takes the overall credit, but the programmer, the engineer, the musicians who are behind the arranging part of, they are absolutely ignored.